season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Bell. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Looking for a gap. It's Baker. squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Tagged out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best.
Breaks into the open. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles, man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
Makes a grab on the shot. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air, it's Wilkins. Fires to the big fella. Wide open spaces. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those rambling wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The short hands, it's Baker. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Motion from the back. Got room to work. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown Sooners.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Finds his big tight end. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Rush is on him. That's caught. It's Clay. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Caught behind the line. It's Clay. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Pulls it in. It's Landry. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He'll start this drive going to the air. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got his man quickly. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You've got the lead. You've got the football. You've got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to...
He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Great job by the back on the option.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. The quick out. Running into the open space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. That pass not close almost as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Sooner offense returns to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Now on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. Thomas looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabs behind the line. It's Dykes. And he's knocked down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's loose. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Thomas back to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. This time it's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Obviously, great job picking up the 1st down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's got him. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Under fire. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They feed him again. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Sooners have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Off play action on 1st down. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's got some space. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
How about that job after the catch on a critical third down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up for...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Quick toss. Got room at the 35. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The change now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Gonna look downfield again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You see it so much in college football when they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick catch on 3rd down. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Off play action. Dances away. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Handoff from the gun. And they'll knock him down.
It's now 4th and goal.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
On the set.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains.
Out 55 weak.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Bounced right back to them.
One thing this defense prides themselves on is their preparation. And they knew coming into this game they were going to see option on 4th down. All 11 guys defensively are ready for it. The quarterback tries to keep it himself, but there is nowhere for him to go, and they turn it over on downs.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Clay. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Jean-Pierre. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here's a heat. He's got it. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball.
Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Gage. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Hokies! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Baker. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Tight end getting vertical. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Scanning the field, it's Whitaker. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3-and-out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the single back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front. And they
picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Using his legs, it's Baker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Whitaker. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Landry. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Fires to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That's caught. It's Clay. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to pass, it's Whitaker. Gets it out quickly. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.